Now we're going to astound you with an incredible feat. He's visited 50 countries and 6 continents, entertaining his legion of fans with his fearless and definitely infectious personality, documenting every step of this unbelievable journey, from running with the bulls in Pamplona, Spain, obviously, swimming with jellyfish in Palau, and defying gravity while descending Conveyor Key Tower in Montreal, Canada. Now, Nate touched down in South Africa last year, August, to document a KZN surf group and just couldn't stay away as we have the man back in studio. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Fluellen. Nate, worldwide, Nate. Yeah. Oh, dude, did you like that little summation of your life?
Man,
really?
it was awesome.
I'm sure it's a lot more crazy when you're actually defying gravity and doing these amazing things. You've gone around the world, you've touched down on just about every continent. Africa seems to have stolen your heart, though. You made the proclamation that you were going to approach it from the point of view of an African, of a South African. How have the US fans felt about this inside window into Africa? What's that kind of reaction been like?
They love it because, you know, historically only 3% of American passport holders travel to Africa each year.
Wow.
So we only get messages from mainstream media. So right now I'm giving you the inside look from my perspective, and it's all about adventure, culture, and food. So it's extreme adventure. I'm, you know, scuba diving with sharks with no cage, competing with the Maasai, helping do an animal translocation mission, hiking to the Nyiragongo volcano in Congo. So I'm just fearless with all my adventures and activities.
Will you ever be able to go back? Can you ever settle down?
Oh, you know, that's why I'm back. You know, I go back to the U.S., you know, see the family, do some work, and then I got to get back to Africa.
Before I force you to put your finger on maybe 1 or 2 highlights, how important, from a traveler's perspective, is it to actually immerse yourself in that culture? How much better is your experience when you approach it from the perspective of a local?
Well, you get down to the layers, because it's good to do the highlights and the tourist attractions, but it's also good to get that local perspective so you feel a connection to that destination, and then you can make relationships with people and just have a cultural exchange.
Looking at some of these amazing young surfers that are coming out of Durban, I'm sure so many highlights, and it must be impossible, but what has stood out for you on your recent round of adventures?
Well, the Zulu surfers were amazing because I've always surfed, but then so you get that surfer vibe, but then the African surfer vibe was a whole nother level, and just their energy, their spirit, just their love for getting out in the water and swimming and surfing. And I'm a Pisces, so I grew up swimming. I had a pool growing up,
baby,
so it was just a story that I wanted to tell, to show people that Africans do surf and the Zulu surf, and it's just not restricted to Hawaii or just, you know, all the big name places.
Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this an evolution? Because your content has always been great for the viewer. It's unbelievable entertainment, but there seems to be a far deeper message there. How important is it for you to have that gravitas, that deeper level to the content that you're putting out there?
Well, it's important because it's about changing the narrative. Africa, the message in the U.S. is always war, poverty, famine, even simple things as far as food. I had a cousin message me and ask me, well, what do they eat? Make sure you show what they eat on your Facebook posts. And I'm like, well, they eat the same food that you have access to. So it's just those common things that people are concerned about when coming to Africa, because we got to think for years and years and years, all the narrative has just been so negative. So I just want to do my part in changing that narrative while I'm, you know, traveling through Africa.
And also, I mean, I spent a bit of time in the US, and it needs positivity. It needs a shift in mindset. Globally, we probably need that shift. What is it about this that grabs you? Are you just a traveler? Are you an adventurer? Is it the people that you meet? What has inspired you to take on the world like you have?
Well, it's about representation. So when you're present, then I'm here, then you get to meet an American. So then even it goes both ways. So the messages that you receive about America, you can find out if they're true or not, because you could just get on social media, text me, and send me a message and ask if this is really true, or you would have the invitation to come into my home, and then you can see firsthand from my perspective, from a local's perspective, of how it really is. So now that when I come to Africa, I can tell people that, well, no, you know, if this message is wrong, I'm like, no, that's not really true, because I've been there and I experienced it firsthand. So I feel like I am a griot, I'm a storyteller for Africa, to be able to represent for America and then inspire people to come and travel to Africa.
Dude, I don't know where you're based in the US, but if you're anywhere near LA, the next time I'm there, dude, I'm coming over.
I actually live in LA.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we really appreciate the time and the care and the conscience that you have with regards to our home. This is your home now as well, brother, so please come back. Every time you are in the country, please come back to Expresso. We're so proud of you, man.
Well, thank you. I definitely plan to come back and donate to the Zulu Surfer Boys. I had a great time there. I had Patagonia, an American company, donate some wetsuits that I provided to that nonprofit organization in Durban, South Africa. So it's called Zulus, Not Street Children.
Absolutely love that. We're going to have all of those details on all of our social media platforms, but you can catch up with this incredible human being, worldwidenate.com.